speed skating coach. This is interesting because it seems like USCIS completely messed up this one. And the AAO, instead of like just reviewing it, just remands it, which is another obnoxious kind of thing. Well, first of all, they accepted one criteria, which is membership in elite coaching associations for the speed skating coach. But that's all they say. They don't get into how they proved it, which I wish they did because I like learning about what arguments they made for associations. But then they go into like the different things that were argued, and they say that, for example, let me start here. In denying the petition, and you can use the laws here, the director again discussed the petitioner's claims of eligibility only under criteria number 1 and 8, so they didn't really analyze it. The director incorrectly stated that the petitioner was a financial risk specialist who intended to carry out research and development, and referenced incorrect dates of the RFE and the petitioner's response, without providing analysis of the evidence in support of the other claimed criteria or comparable evidence in the record. The director concluded that the petitioner had not established eligibility. So there's massive errors in the process going on there. And then they say, after reviewing the record in its totality, we conclude that the director's unfavorable determination did not specifically address all the petitioner's claims or evidence, and in some instances did not appear to adhere to USCIS regulations and policy guidance in explaining the reasons for denial. The case law I want to mention here is very helpful to your analysis. It says an officer's written decision must fully explain the specific reasons for denying a visa petition. See 8 CFR 103.3A1 Roman numeral I. Absent such an explanation, a petitioner does not provide a fair opportunity to contest the decision. See e.g. matter of M-P-20 INN December 786 BIA 1994. So when they come back at you with an RFE or denial and they don't explain it, this is a citation, both the regulations and a court case that you can use, so that you could challenge them what it is. But when it goes to the criteria, they AAO says the director did not fully, for example, on the awards, the director did not include a full analysis of the evidence submitted under his criteria and awards, including whether comparable evidence could be accepted and examined. On remand, they should look into it. When it comes to published materials, same thing. They didn't analyze it. This includes copies of articles about, the petitioner submitted a large volume of evidence in support of this criteria with the initial filing in response to the RFE. This includes copies of articles about him and evidence of the various publications. However, the director did not discuss or analyze any of this information, so remand, go look at it. And the evidence of original contribution, for example, this one I want to mention, a person who is an Olympic coach whose athlete wins an Olympic medal while under the person's principal tutelage would likely constitute evidence comparable to that of 8 CFR 204.H35. USCIS policy manual at F2B1. On remand, the director should evaluate this. So if you are going to do a coach in using their athletes' like success, you could get that in under this. Again, it's 8 CFR section 204.5 H35 Roman numeral 5, and then references 6 USCIS policy manual at F2B1. So that's a thing there. But again, they remanded again. Same thing for leading a critical role. Remand to revalue. It's just kind of annoying they didn't really get into themselves. They just said do it, which means this person is just waiting in limbo forever. Who knows if he can maintain their status for adjustment of status, what's going on with consular processing. They may all of a sudden get subject to travel ban. So these delays do a huge factor on everything.